everybody. Welcome back. It's of course Cape Rugby TV time, where every week we take a look at what's happening in the world of Western Province Club Rugby. Lots of exciting things to talk about, and of course, currently in the Paarl region, there is quite a bit of action. Of course, the Rugby World Cup, and we see the Springboks going through. In studio with me, I've got Nazim Adams. But before we go to Nazim, big thanks, of course, to our partners on board with us. Score Energy Drinks. We're going to explain to you how you can win yourself a case of Score a little bit later during the course of the show. Of course, Score is on board with Western Province Rugby and the Western Province Club Rugby Sevens. MChem 24-hour pharmacy on the corner of N1 and Durban Road. And of course, Decro Paints. Decro gives you all your paint solutions. Right, Nazim, welcome back.
Yeah, JP, it's good to be back. It's been a while, but I'm glad to be back.
Have you had a chance to watch some of the rugby? There's been quite a lot of rugby on TV in the last few weeks.
Yeah, JP, I mean, World Cup, especially, that's on everybody's lips.
Yeah.
Quarterfinals, the standard of the quarterfinals, I think it's the first time in the history of the World Cup that we have games that is so close. There was so little between the teams.
Yeah. Well, we're going to definitely talk about that tonight, but of course we're going to focus a little bit here on club rugby tonight. Paarl Rangers were up against Young Gardens in the knockout semi-finals, as well as Young Standards, and of course we're going to move now, Nazim, to some club rugby action. We're definitely going to be talking about the Rugby World Cup during the course of the show. And of course, we're going to find out a lot about what's happening with education. We know now's the perfect time to start doing education. A lot of courses coming up. Paarl Rangers up against Young Gardens tonight, folks. And we're going to take a look at the match between Young Standards and Lower Paarl. So we're going to take a look at the first half and the second half of the games in the what they call the knockout championships in the Paarl region. We're looking at the semi-finals. Let's get started. Paarl Rangers against Young Gardens first half. right, there we go, folks. Young Gardens, Paarl Rangers, pretty tight game there. Nazim, your thoughts on some of the action?
Yeah, I think it's mostly about the defense. It just seems to me that Gardens need to up their defense, see that their alignment and spacing is right, pick up numbers, because Rangers attack them a lot on the blind side, hit it up and then open up the blind side, and that's how they score their tries.
I think there's a bit of a vibe here with the fact that this is like a derby match. Young Gardens, of course, and Paarl Rangers both top of the pile. They played against each other just last week. You know, so now they've played already, Gardens being the winners of the Paarl region, and they played in the Young Gardens 75-year anniversary last week. Now they're playing each other a week later. This must be quite tough on them.
Yeah, you can see. I mean, it is tough. It's a close game. I don't know what the end score, but you can see in the first half. It's just for me that Rangers is just a little bit over them, because Gardens need to look at the defense, but it's a close game. And Gardens obviously with it more, I think they should employ that more, because Rangers struggle to stop them more.
Yeah, right. Well, folks, of course, we just got to say a big thanks to the guys from Livestream Adventures and Regan Julie's for supporting the event. And of course, yeah, it's great to see this, the footage coming to us so we can show you. Folks, we'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the second half between Young Standards and Lower Paarl.